So you were stealing the money that was for the rent and you did not pay it. And you were buying. So not only were you a thief, you was a crackhead at the same time.
I object
What do you object to?
to being a crackhead.
Ma'am.
Never.
Come on now, you know we from the same place. I know a crackhead when I see one. I seen one.
I didn't pay my rent because Your Honor,
And you didn't make your payments because you was on the rock.
I'm a good friend and I let my friend borrow the rent money to get her some crack, but I didn't do.
And you never been a crackhead in your life.
Never.
Okay. The more I look at you, the more I see you rock.
Yeah. Got me. He got me.
I smelled it on you.
Just one time though.
Might have been 30 minutes ago, but not right now.
I don't do.
I didn't know that she was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't know that she was doing prostitution. I had nothing to do with her drug addiction.
And you knew she was a crackhead.
She brought crack into my house and a crack pipe, smoked it with my roommate. He had a relapse.
You did not have an apartment. You had a crack house. You had a crack house. That's what you had.
I'm a recovered crack.
No. Once a crackhead, always you are no longer using crack, but at any moment you could go back to being a crackhead. So
I try to keep myself clean. That's why for 19 years, I don't even want it in my house.
that if she was a prostitute and a crackhead, and you found out, why did you continue to let her stay? Because crackheads like to have company of other crackheads. Exactly. Thank you.
While we were sitting there, the cops pulled up. Well, I later found out that the reason was probably because her license was suspended and she was in possession of a crack pipe. Asked me had I been drinking, and I told him yes, drinking, but I'm not driving.
Yeah.
And he asked me to step out of the car to do a field sobriety test.
Ma'am, okay, so you were driving drunk with a crackhead.
I was not attempting to drive.
No, that's what you're doing. You were behind the car and you were drunk driving with a crackhead. That's what you did.
I do have the evidence right here that the police, I did tell them that she was driving. She did not admit to that.
Crackhead and the drunk. That's what we have. A hell of a combination. That's what we have. Ma'am, are you drunk now?
I don't drink very often.
I'm gonna suggest you both get help. That's the verdict today. Stop drinking, stop smoking crack. Thank you.
Defendant Sandra Kugenauer and her fiancé Mike Schatz say Catherine used to do drugs with Sandra. And now Catherine is hanging out with Sandra's old friends, whom she used to get high with.
Let's start with you, ma'am.
My daughter and I, we've been very close together, and she did have a drug addiction.
And she was a crackhead.
Right.
Dope fiend crackhead. She was a crackhead.
Like 5 years ago, but also Mike has also a history. He's an ex, drug user.
And he was a crackhead as well. And they both were crackheads, the crackhead couple. They were a crack couple. That's what they were. Dope fiend couple. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Continue.
And he used to sell it. And I believe he's also...
What'd you say, sir?
I've had a problem before, but selling it, no.
Well, you sound like a crackhead right now. Dope fiend crackhead.
No, I'm not high.
Little residue. If it walks like a crackhead, talks like a crackhead, it might be a crackhead.
Sir, I don't do dope.
Dope fiend crackhead. Yeah. Well, that's what you sound like. You look like right now. I can see it. I smell it. Residue.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Now go ahead and tell me why you're suing him. And sir, you just sit there and do the crack nine.
I'm not gonna sit here and be talked to like that.
You're a dope fiend, you're a crackhead, it's written all on you. Now I'm talking to you like a crackhead. I've seen one, and I've seen your kind. I know your kind. You're a crackhead.
Stop calling me a dope fiend.
You're a dope fiend. You slick by and you sneak by. But I seen why you in here, because you need to get right. And you're a crackhead. Thank you.